Alright guys, we're going to call this today Ashtanga Flow. So kind of coming back to my roots of Ashtanga, that's kind of the first thing I was taught in teacher training. It's a very rigid, very disciplined practice. So we're not doing Ashtanga today, we're doing Ashtanga Flow. So I'm taking kind of the traditional aspects, putting that in the beginning of our practice and the end of our practice, and bringing in the beauty of Vinyasa into the middle of our practice. That place where you get to pick and choose, you get to flow on your own, you get to kind of enjoy the practice of where it takes your own body. So this Ashtanga is going to warm us up. We'll get into a little Vinyasa flow, and then we'll end with those kind of standing and then seated poses of Ashtanga yoga. So I hope you enjoy it. Kind of leading myself to maybe doing a short form just Ashtanga class at some point, but I want to give myself a little freedom today, so we're not going to be quite so rigid. But one of the beautiful things about Ashtanga is how much pranayama is involved. Your breath, breathing exercise, ujjayi, right? In and out through the nose. Very important in an Ashtanga practice. It's what's going to guide you through each movement and each posture. So I want that to be really your main focus is that breath. And that's going to also create that equanimity of the mind, of the body, that really calm state. And it's going to give us focus throughout our practice. So it's almost like becomes a moving meditation. These sun A's and sun B's are an awesome warm-up for anything. So if you're going to go for a run, if you're going to go play basketball, whatever sport you're about to do, doing a few sun A's and sun B's is just a great way to warm up the body and create some focus too. So let's have fun with it today. I do have a playlist, but normally with Ashtanga there is no music. The background for us that keeps us focused is that nice strong breath, making that ocean sound with your breath. You actually want to make a sound with your breath. That's what keeps your focus, right? But I do have a playlist if you want some background music. It's just any calming like meditation music in the background. If you want to follow me, I have the playlist attached. So let's go ahead and start the playlist now and meet me in child's pose. We will begin in child's pose just so we can kind of ground ourselves down, getting ready for this energetic practice. Maybe take a deep breath in through the nose, release it through the mouth. You're feeling a little anxious. Take a few rounds of those until you start to feel the benefit, where the body starts to relax, the mind starts to let go. Just give yourself a few more rounds of breath. See if you can let that breath come in and out through the nose. Our breath is our prana, our vital force, this energy running through the body. You start to feel everything settle. Find your way to downward facing dog. You can add a little movement if it feels good. Just settle into the pose. Just kind of waking our bodies up, noticing how we feel today. Every time we come to our mat, we are different. And that's another great thing about Ashtanga. It's the same practice again and again and again. So you really notice the benefits of your practice as you come back to the same thing over and over. Or you notice where your body, those days where you find tightness or tension, to walk your feet to the front of your mat. When you get there, take an inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen through your torso, And then exhale, just fall in, let it go. Little sway from right to left. Ragdoll pose. Again, just noticing tension in the backs of the legs or that low back space. Breathe deeply in and out through the nose. And then slowly rise all the way up to standing. Circle the arms up overhead. And with an exhale, bring those palms together, hands to heart center. Samastitihi. This means standing at attention. Palms press, toes lift. Press into all four corners of your feet. Rise up through the crown of your head as you root down through the soles of your feet. Find Ujjayi. In through the nose, fill up. Press it out the nose. Strong, full breath. We use a nice, strong, gazeless gaze throughout this Ashtanga practice. So open your eyes, gaze off the tip of your nose. Soften that gaze a bit. Take a few more rounds of Ujjayi so we can really establish that nice, strong breath that's going to guide us through this practice. Pull that low belly in and up, engaging your Uddiyana Bandha, and lifting the pelvic floor, engaging your Mula Bandha. So as you breathe deeply, work to breathe from that space, locking in that energy that you're going to start building through your breath. All right, Surya Namaskara, letter A, sun salutation. Inhale, circle the arms up. Look up, and exhale, fall forward over those straight legs. Inhale, lift up, halfway look forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, and lower down to Chaturanga. Inhale, press into your upward facing dog. And exhale as you tuck the toes and lift the hips. Extend back to downward facing dog. Give yourself 3 rounds of that big, strong Ujjayi breath here. Breathing from that low belly space. In and out through the nose. One more. Inhale, fill up. Find your tippy toes. And as you exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step or hop your feet forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, come up to standing. Circle your arms overhead. Gaze up past your thumbs. And exhale, seal it in for that first round. Surya Namaskara, letter A. Starting that second round, inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, fold forward over straight legs. Inhale, half lift, look forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop the feet back as you lower down, all one exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath. This is a place to just reset, connect with your breath again, find your bandhas. Inhale, rise to tippy toes. Exhale, step or hop your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale, when you get there, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up, reach up, gaze up. And exhale, seal it in, finishing that second round, Samastitihi. Inhale, starting that third round, reach up, look up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop to Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. 3 full rounds of breath here. Open the eyes, gaze past the knees or in towards your belly button. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, look forward, step or float to the front of your mat. Half lift when you get there. Fold in with the exhale. Inhale all the way up to standing, reach arms overhead. And exhale, seal it in. Samastitihi. Inhale, reach up. See if you can take 2 rounds on your own. Follow your breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Take yourself through your vinyasa. Pausing in down dog when you get there. For those 3 rounds of breath, just to reset. Use your gaze, open the eyes. With an inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, step or float. Half lift and fold it. Rise up. And as you exhale, seal it in, Samastitihi. 1 more round on your own. Meet me in Samastitihi, standing at attention front of your mat, palms pressed together. So when you get there, go ahead and bring your toes together. Heels can be slightly apart. On your next inhale, bring your fingertips to the floor, and then reach your arms overhead, sitting deep into that Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, fold forward, straighten the legs, reach for your toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float back as you lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, raise the hips, and we're going to step that right foot forward at the end of the exhale. Plant your back heel. Inhale, rise up. Warrior 1. Square the hips, raise the arms, deepen the lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, stepping that left foot forward this time. Dropping the back heel. Inhale, rise. Warrior 1 on the left. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Here's your place to take those 3 rounds of breath. This is Surya Namaskara, letter B. Our second warm up here. In through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, step or hop your feet forward. Half lift when you get there. And then exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips, raise the arms, inhale to chair. Exhale, Samastitihi. Straighten the legs, hands to heart center. Inhale, second round here. Fingertips to the floor, and then raise the arms overhead. Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Reach for your toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes. Raise the hips, step the right foot forward. With the inhale, rise, warrior 1. Exhale, plant the hands. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, down dog, left foot forward. Warrior 1 with your inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, lower. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. 3 breaths. Ujjayi, find your bandhas. Breathe from that space. Building that energy with your breath. Locking it in with your bandhas. Open the eyes, strong gaze past the knees or in toward the belly button. Inhale, rise to your tippy toes. Exhale, step or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, raise the arms back to chair. And exhale, Samastitihi. That's 2 rounds. We have 3 left. Inhale, drop the fingertips in the hips and reach the arms overhead. Chair, look up. Exhale, fold forward as you straighten the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back, lower. Upward facing dog. Down dog, right foot steps. Warrior 1. You got this. Follow your breath. Plant the hands with the exhale, lower down. Up dog. Down dog to left side. Warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, lower. Up dog. Down dog, 3 breaths. This is your place to reset. Find that focus again. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, step or float forward. Half lift. Fold in. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Raise the arms, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Begin again. You have 2 more rounds. Take these on your own. Chair pose. Forward fold. Vinyasa. Warrior 1. Right and left side. These are warm-ups. So if you're starting to feel the heat build in the body, you're doing it right. Pause after that left side. 3 rounds of Ujjayi breath. Begin again. Find Samastitihi. Take yourself through 1 final round. Eventually we'll meet at our mat in Samastitihi. So finish up this round. Hands to heart center. Meet me there. Pull the belly button in and up. Lift up on that pelvic floor. If you don't know what that Mula Bandha feels like, it's like when you hold your pee in. Best way to describe. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, press to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So this is where we'll start that, bringing the vinyasa into the practice here. Find your breath. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, knee to forehead. See if you can make contact. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step forward. Find crescent warrior so that back heel is going to stay lifted. Rise up, reach up, look up. Crescent warrior. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. We're going to come to side plank, maybe with tree leg. That's where I'm going. Any side plank will do. Reach the right arm up, gaze up. As you exhale, step that right foot forward. Pivot and plant your back heel. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Windmill those arms up and over. Don't lose that deep lunge. Exhale, reach forward like lightning bolt. And inhale, lift off to airplane or warrior three. As you exhale, take that curtsy bow, go nice and low. And from here, we're gonna find temple dancer or that one-legged chair pose. So inhale, start to rise, bring that knee to chest. Exhale, place the left foot on the right thigh, hands to heart, and go low. Dancing Shiva from here. So grab the outside edge of that left foot, extend the left arm behind you. If you can, extend the leg. You can keep the knee bent if you need to. Try to stay nice and tall. We're gonna open up to the left, Parshva Dristi, our gaze past those fingertips behind us, to Dancing Shiva from here. So gently step back, fingertips to the floor of that left hand and reach up through the right hand. Gaze follows. Exhale, bring that right hand down, and inhale, rise up, star pose. Almost done with this flow, guys. Side lunge to the back. Inhale through center, side lunge to the front. We're gonna change directions with a revolve, reverse, crescent. Taking the vinyasas out of this final flow, plant the hands, and just lift the left leg high. So now we're on the left side. Inhale, lift it high. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step to crescent. Inhale, rise. Finding our breath again, letting it guide us. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, any version, side plank. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Drop the back heel. Inhale, windmill the arms. Reverse. Exhale, reach forward. And inhale, lift. Warrior three. Exhale, curtsy, go low. Inhale, rise up. Right knee to chest. Exhale, temple. Place that right foot on your left thigh, hands to heart, go low. Dancing Shiva. Woo. Find the bind seat, use your breath, keep your focus. Extend, gaze over that right shoulder. Exhale, step back. Dragonfly twist, find the lunge on your exhale. Inhale, find the twist. Exhale, come down. Inhale, star. We're going in that direction, so side lunge in that way. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Change direction. Revolve, reverse, crescent. That's your flow. Exhale, plant the hands. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged. Start again. Open the hip. Can always flip. Straighten the leg, knee to forehead or nose or chest. Three-legged dog, step forward. Inhale, rise, crescent. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, your version, side plank. Lift through the hips. Step forward, drop the heel. Reverse. To warrior three. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale, rise. Exhale, temple dancer. To dancing Shiva. See if you can find that Parshva Dristi over the left shoulder. Dragonfly twist. Find a nice strong Ujjayi breath. Come to your lunge. Rise to star. Side lunges. Back to front. Getting ready to change directions with that revolve, reverse crescent. Plant the hands. Left leg lifts. Open the hip. Knee to forehead. Lift it up. Feel free to take this at your own pace, following the rhythm of your breath. Crescent warrior to side plank pose. Reverse. Left foot's forward. Airplane or warrior three. Lift off. Take flight. Curtsy with the exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, temple dancer. To dancing Shiva. Inhale, extend, open gaze. Exhale, make your way. Inhale, dragonfly. To your lunge. To star. No need to rush here. Just following the rhythm of your breath. Always changing directions at the end. Revolve, reverse. To your three-legged dog. It's our third round. I'm going to walk you through this right side. And then I want you to take it on your own. Just like that. Sun A and B. Find the rhythm of your breath. And let it guide you. Crescent. To side plank. Reverse. To warrior three. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale, rise up. Get ready for temple dancer. To dancing Shiva. Dragonfly. Find your way to star pose for those side lunges. Getting ready to change directions. Revolve, reverse. Three-legged dog, left leg left behind you. Open the hip. Start to take this on your own, guys. You got this. Use your breath to create that focus. Add in something. If you're craving something more, find it in your flow. Add it in. It's the beauty of Vinyasa, getting away from that rigid, disciplined Ashtanga and having a little fun with your practice today. Or keep it just as it is if it's working for you. See if you can find one breath, one movement. Let your gaze continue to follow the stretch of the pose. Nice strong gaze right off the tip of your nose. Let's take ourselves through that right and left side one last time. So we finish this left side. I want you to just meet me in child's pose. So take your time. Finishing left side. When you're ready, child's pose. Catch your breath. Find your way back to an ujjayi. Reset. Feel your back expand. Feel your belly press in toward your thighs. Find that ocean sound with your breath. Locking in that energy, that prana that you're building by engaging your bandhas. Low belly pulls in. Lift the pelvic floor. Go ahead and find your way to down dog. Tuck the toes, raise the hips, extend back. Notice the changes in the body, the calmness in the mind. A more deep breath. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Lift halfway and fold back in. Rise up, reach up, gaze up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Samastitihi, stand at attention. Go ahead and step or hop the feet just about hip distance apart. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, back bend, open the heart, look up. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward, and reach for your toes. Bind your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, lengthen through the low back, through your torso, and exhale, pull yourself in to a nice active forward fold. So splay the elbows out, pull the belly in, breathe deep, ujjayi, in and out through the nose. 4 more rounds of breath. Gaze past your knees, open your eyes. On an inhale, lift halfway as you release the bind. Exhale, place the palms of your hands under the soles of your feet so your toes touch your wrists. The wrist creases. Bend your knees if you need to, a lot if you have to. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, again, fold in deeply, nice active forward fold. Splay the arms out. 5 rounds of breath, so just 4 more to go. Keep those bandhas engaged. Inhale, release the hands, half lift. Exhale, bring those hands to hips. And inhale, slowly rise up to standing. Keep a softness in your knees. Exhale, bring the feet together, hands to heart. Samastitihi. Okay, so inhale. Step your right foot to the long edge of your mat. I'm going to grab my block here. We're taking triangle pose. So as you step nice and wide, nice strong T with those arms. Exhale, turn your toes toward the back of the mat and reach forward and down towards your right foot, or block or shin or ankle. Inhale as you stack your shoulders and gaze up past those left fingertips. Take 5 rounds of breath here. Keep pulling that belly in. Breathe from that space. On your next exhale, gaze down at your right big toe. And as you inhale, rise up to that strong T. Exhale, turn your toes to the opposite direction and reach out and down through that left hand. Inhale, stack the shoulders, stack the hips, gaze up. 5 rounds of breath. Both legs are straight, belly's tight. On your next exhale, look down. And as you inhale, rise up, star pose. Revolve triangle this time. As you exhale, turn your toes back to the back of the mat again. And we're going to bring that left hand down to the floor. And inhale, right arm reaches up. Adjust your stance if you need to keep both legs straight. 5 rounds of breath. Deep twist, pull the belly in, create more space. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise up to that strong T. Exhale, turn your toes to the front. That right hand comes down to the mat. And inhale, left arm reaches up. Gaze up, 5 breaths. Ujjayi, nice and strong. Gaze is strong. Pass that thumb overhead. Next, exhale, drop the gaze. Inhale, rise up. Strong T. Exhale, step to the front of your mat. Samastitihi, hands to heart. So coming back to the Ashtanga practice with these standing poses. On your next exhale, again, step your right foot to the long edge of your mat and turn your toes toward the back of the room. Coming into side angle pose, put a deep bend in that right knee. And you choose where to take this here. Forearm to thigh, hand to the floor, maybe use the block. Inhale, extend your side angle. That left arm reaches overhead. Gaze lifts, shoulders stack. Breathe here, just 5 rounds. Next, exhale, gaze down. Inhale, rise up, star pose. Exhale, turn your toes to the front. Deep lunge into that knee. Hand to the floor or forearm to thigh, and inhale, extend your side angle pose. Gaze is lifted, shoulders stacked. 5 rounds of Ujjayi here. If you want to go for the bind today, have at it. Your expression of this pose. Exhale, gaze down. Inhale, rise up. Star pose. Exhale, turn your toes back to the back of the mat. Prayer twist. Hands to heart. So I'm going to give you the choice here to either leave that back heel down, get a nice stretch through the inner thigh. You can even bring this left hand to the floor outside the right foot, extend the right arm overhead. If that's too much today, prayer twist, you can even lift that heel up. Just 4 more rounds of breath. Pull that belly in. Gaze over the right shoulder, deep in the twist, lengthen through the torso. Next, exhale, gaze down. Inhale, rise up. Strong T. Exhale, turn your toes to the front. Hands to heart. Find the prayer twist on this side. 5 rounds of breath. Soften your face. Exhale, gaze down. Inhale, rise up. Star pose. Exhale, step to the front of your mat. Samastitihi. Woo. Inhale, step wide. A little wider this time. Right foot to the long edge. Arms to a T.
palms to the floor about shoulder distance apart. Maybe take those feet a little wider. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Reach the crown of your head toward the floor. Maybe go for a headstand here if you want. We have 5 breaths. Open your eyes. Gaze through your legs. Strong drishti off the tip of your nose. Or if you have a lot of flexibility, maybe you're gazing in towards your belly button. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bring your hands to hips. And inhale, slowly rise up to that star pose. Adjust your feet. Inhale, arms to a T. Exhale, bind the hands behind your low back. Inhale, reach those hands down. Open the heart, look up. And exhale, soften the knees as much as you need to as you fold forward. Again, reaching the crown of the head to the floor. Reaching those arms away from your low back toward the floor behind you. Pull your belly in, breathe deeply here. Ujjayi. Inhale, slowly rise all the way back up to standing. Bring those arms out to a T. And as you exhale, step to the front of your mat, Samasthitihi. Inhale, one more time, step that right foot to the long edge of your mat. Not quite so far this time, just about 3 to 4 feet. Go ahead and turn your toes toward the back of the mat. We're going to bring your hands behind you in that reverse prayer. Take an inhale, lift through the heart. Maybe kind of tuck the chin though. So the chin tucks, heart lifts. And as you exhale, lead from your chest. Fold forward over that right leg into pyramid pose. So if reverse prayer is too much, just grab opposite wrists or elbows. It's fine. Breathe deeply here. Gaze past your knee. Inhale, slowly rise up. Keeping those hands where they are, exhale, just turn your feet back toward the front of the mat. Inhale, lift through the heart, find a back bend, and exhale, leading through the chest, fold forward. Knee toward the nose, strong gaze. Past the tip of your nose, gazing past your knee. Breathing deeply, pulling belly in. Both legs straight. Inhale, slowly rise up. Release the hands to a strong T. And exhale, step to the front of your mat. Samasthitihi. Inhale, circle those arms up overhead. And as you exhale, fold forward over your straight legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, and take yourself through a Vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale to your tippy toes. Exhale, step or float through all the way to a seated posture, legs long in front of you. So with our Ashtanga practice, we work to hold those bandhas in. So in this staff pose, Dandasana, we're going to take the hands and plant them next to the hips so we can get nice and tall. Flex your feet, legs are engaged. Gently tuck your chin, that's your Jalahandra Bandha. Pull that belly in and up, Uddiyana, and then lift through the pelvic floor, that Mula Bandha. So all 3 bandhas engaged here, creating Mahabandha. Take 3 more rounds of breath. It's 5 rounds of Ujjayi total. Gaze down. On an inhale, circle those arms up overhead, reach up, gaze up. And as you exhale, fold forward over those straight legs. Again, nice active stretch here. So take those sit bones back a little bit. Inhale, lengthen through your low back, and exhale, fold in. Gaze down between your knees or in towards your belly button, depending on your flexibility. Pull the belly in, keep those bandhas engaged. 2 more rounds of Ujjayi. And an inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, bring those hands behind your hips. Fingertips face your toes. And inhale, lift into that reverse plank or reverse table. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Open your throat here. Take 5 rounds of breath. Notice how opening that throat changes the breath. Keep working toward that Ujjayi. Exhale, slowly lower the hips. And inhale, again, reach those arms overhead. And as you exhale, fold over into Paschimottanasana, that second round. Maybe this time just finding a little deeper stretch, grabbing the outsides of the feet. If you're very flexible, you can grab your wrist under the soles of your feet. Keep that length through your low back, 5 rounds of Ujjayi. Open the eyes. Find a gaze. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, we're going to take Janu Sirsasana. So we're going to bring that right foot to the inside of that left inner thigh. Turn toward that left leg. Inhale, reach up, find length. And as you exhale, we're going to fold forward over that left leg. But take your right hand to the outside edge of your foot, shin, or ankle. Gaze under that left armpit. Use this as an active stretch. We're not doing yin here. This is Ashtanga, active stretching. So use the strength of your arm to pull yourself deeper into that stretch. Gazing under the armpit, taking 3 more rounds of Ujjayi. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, we're just going to switch legs. So left foot comes inside the right inner thigh. Turn toward that right leg. Inhale, find length. And exhale, fold forward. A little twist in this forward fold. Find some length again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, both legs go straight. We're going to take Marichi Asana, letter A. So bring that right knee up, bend the knee, plant the foot as close as you can. Inhale, lengthen nice and tall. And as you exhale, fold forward over that left leg. So you can stay here or maybe take that right arm and wrap it around your right shin. Left arm reaches back behind you. You can find a bind here. If you have a strap or a towel, you can use that if you can't quite reach the bind with your hands. Lengthen and fold, 5 Ujjayi breaths. Gaze past the knee or in toward the belly button. Keep that belly nice and tight. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, and exhale, we're just going to switch legs. Pull that left foot in, inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold forward. Lengthen and fold. If you want a little more, you want to go for the bind on this side, you can wrap that arm around the front of the leg. So we're different from side to side, we're asymmetrical. So just because you couldn't find it on the right doesn't mean you can't find it here. I have a jacked up shoulder, so this side isn't going to work for me with a bind. So I'm just finding the stretch. Finding some length, keeping those bandhas engaged, using my Ujjayi breath to focus. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall with an inhale, and we're just going to switch legs. So right foot comes in again. Inhale, rise up nice and tall. And as you exhale, twist to the right. So that right hand's going to come behind you like a little kickstand. Left arm reaches, and then you can hook that elbow outside your right knee. If that's too much, just grab, kind of wrap your arm around your leg. Take 5 rounds of breath. Every inhale, get taller. Every exhale, twist deeper. Gazing over that right shoulder toward the wall behind you. Pull the belly in. That's going to create a little more space for a deeper twist. Last 2. Go ahead and unwind and switch sides. Left foot comes in this time. Take an inhale, get nice and tall, and exhale, take your twist to the left. Pull in the belly, deep in the twist. That front foot is flexed and engaged. This is active postures. And unwind back through center. Both legs go long. And we're going to find our way to Navasana, to that boat pose. So on an inhale, lift the legs up in front of you. So you've got some options here. You want to find your sit bones. You can grab the backs of your legs or plant your hands behind you. Or just keep the knees bent or try to straighten out those legs. Breathe here for 5. Soften the jaw, soften that space between your eyebrows. Force the exhales. And then exhale, cross the ankles. Plant the hands. If you have blocks, they're nice. Inhale, press the butt up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, boat. 5 rounds of breath. Let's find our core. Exhale, cross the ankles, plant the hands. Inhale, bump up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, boat pose. Next, exhale, cross the ankles, plant the hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, boat pose, 3rd round, 5 breaths. Exhale, cross the ankles, plant the hands, bump up, exhale, lower, inhale, lift. Last time, cross the ankles, plant the hands, bump up, exhale, lower, inhale, boat to half boat. Hold just for 5. Go ahead and come all the way down, collapse, release, let go. So getting a little bit away from that rigid Ashtanga again, just kind of taking the stretches that feel good today. After that boat pose, we're just going to find a bridge or full wheel. We're going to take 2 rounds, so maybe start with bridge first, just to get that spine ready. Plant your feet hip distance, and inhale. inhale, lift the hips toward the sky. Let's go ahead and clasp the hands underneath our bum so you can tuck the shoulders, lift through the chest, lift the chin away from the chest, open the eyes, and just breathe. On the exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Option to take that bridge pose for the second round, or maybe make your way to full wheel. So when you're ready, plant your hands or just lift through the hips. You can always modify onto the crown of the head. 5 rounds of breath. When you're ready, slowly lower, bring it down. And when you do, bring the soles of the feet together. Let your arms rest out to the sides. Just give yourself a reclining butterfly pose here. Bring the knees together. Send the feet up toward the ceiling into that candlestick pose. Start to press your palms into the floor. Lift the hips. I want you to tuck those shoulders just like you did in bridge and drop the feet behind you into a plow pose. So you want to protect your neck here. So that's the point of getting those shoulders under you so that they're the ones taking the weight, not your cervical spine. Bring your hands to your low back for support, and inhale, lift those legs toward the sky into shoulder stand. Reach through the toes, squeeze the inner thighs together. Just take 5 breaths here. If this is ever too much for you, just find your way to candlestick pose. Drop those feet back behind you one more time. Knees in toward the ears. 5 breaths. As you slowly unwind onto your back again, we're just going to counter that pose with fish. So come up onto your forearms like we're all on that vacation at the beach that we didn't get to take because of coronavirus. Maybe not everybody, but I know I missed mine. Lift through the heart, drop your head back, open your throat, and maybe slide the hands back so that the crown of the head eventually touches the floor. If it does, you can lift the legs. You can always even reach those hands, palms pressing, reaching the hands up toward the sky. We still have Ujjayi here. This is very active. Go ahead and release. Come all the way onto your back. Happy baby pose. So bend the knees. Grab the outside edges of your feet. A little back massage as you rock side to side. Bringing those knees to your chest. Arms open. Spinal twist to the right. Look over the left shoulder. Maybe we start to take the gaze out. Close the eyes. Inhale through center. Exhale, take it in the opposite direction. Spinal twist. So these yoga postures were really just created to get us to the true aspect of yoga, which is just to be still in our body and our minds. So when you're ready, make your way to Shavasana, all the way onto your backs, legs long, arms can be wide. Take as much space as you need. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up completely. And press it out the mouth, let it all go. Release your breath, release your bandhas, release your gaze. Taking in all that energy that you created through your practice today. A nice mix of that disciplined Ashtanga with a little bit of Vinyasa fun. Give yourself a moment to just seal it all in. Take rest. Stay here for as long as you need. Whenever you're ready, find your way to a nice comfortable seat. This practice of physical practice of yoga is just a nice way to prepare the body for meditation. So this would be a great time if trying to fit meditation into your day. It's a great time to just take 10 to 15 minutes to just find stillness and quiet. Please enjoy the rest of your day. I hope everyone had a good Mother's Day. The light in me honors and bows to that same light that shines in each of you. Namaste.